Arsenal faces backlash over partnership with Israeli-founded firm Deal. This is from the Middle East Eye online article. The HR platform is also set to become the football club's new shirt sleeve sponsor. Arsenal's newly announced partnership with an Israeli-founded HR and payroll platform has drawn criticism from sections of the club's fan base and pro-Palestinian advocates. On 12 December, Arsenal announced a multi-year agreement with Deal, naming the company its official HR platform partner. While the club has only formally confirmed the HR partnership, multiple reports indicate that Deal is set to replace Visit Rwanda as Arsenal's shirt sleeve sponsor for the 2026-2027 season once the existing deal expires. The move comes after Arsenal announced last month that it would not renew its Visit Rwanda deal, which began in 2018 and was worth around 10 million a year. The partnership had been subject of sustained criticism from supporters and human rights groups over Rwanda's backing of the M23 militia in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. And you can read the rest of the article online. And I think I stopped there on purpose because you can see, so they were criticized for one partnership involving the Visit Rwanda thing, and then they go and get this other partnership. So it just seems like they do not care about certain things, or they selectively care about it, because then you've been given backlash for one thing and then you go and get this type of sponsorship, and it shows you it's all about money, and particularly with Arsenal, because what happened with Ozil when he spoke about the Uyghur Muslims, and then why was Mohammed Al Nani spoken to for speaking about Palestine in whatever way he did? So, and then now you're having this kind of partnership shows you it's about money, and unfortunately, so a lot of football, or in fact, most of football is all about money, particularly in the top leagues. But even in the Championship and other leagues, it's about money. So any sponsorship that you're able to get, and it gives you money, you take it. So hopefully there is backlash with this as well. And whoever thought of taking this sponsorship, they should be ashamed of themselves. And they're also responsible for the genocide, maybe indirectly, because you're giving money to a sponsorship to a quote-unquote country that you know what they're doing. And I keep telling Muslim Arsenal fans, particularly the ones that go to the games or they buy the merchandise and the team kits and all these other things, you can say you're pro-Palestine all you like, and we see them being pro-Palestine, which is good. But then at the same time, you're going to do this. Like, which one you pick and you can't say you pick and choose in this part. I'll be supporting Arsenal or any other team that does similar things, and then I'll be pro-Palestinian. Like, is your love for Arsenal or any other team or football so strong that you don't care that they do stuff like this, even though you're pro-Palestinian? Like, people should, particularly those who are pro-Palestinian, they should not be thinking about football in such a way that I'll just forget about it because I like my team. And those who maybe they're either pro-Israeli or they're not pro-Israeli or pro-Palestinian, think about what Arsenal or any other team is doing, where their money is going, and do you want your money to be paying towards that? Might not be directly paying, but where do they get the money for these sponsorships? To be in a position to be getting these sponsorships, where they'd have to be a valuable brand, and fans paying tickets is part of that. And hopefully there is another campaign of backlash, and more intense than the Rwanda one, until Arsenal realize that get a normal sponsorship, or even no sponsorship, but not these pathetic ones like this one and the Rwanda one. Like, what is it? Whoever is in charge of sponsorships in Arsenal, is it the same person? That tells you what you need to know. And secondly, like, don't they go through a process of, is it just, oh, I found a sponsorship deal, we'll take it? or is there a process? If there's a process, your process seems absolutely pathetic. If you're getting these type of sponsorships, you need to do a lot more um, looking at who the sponsorship is from and all of these things before you just say, "Oh, we're gonna agree to it." And even then, are they gonna say, "Oh, we've agreed to it and legally we can't," or some rubbish like that they're gonna come out with? But hopefully, there is more pressure on them to disassociate themselves from this partnership.